8 signs on your breast that you must not ignore. I know you feel like, oh, I'm a man, so this does not concern me. Please come closer. So the first sign that we want to talk about is nipple dimpling or breast dimpling. We all call this the orange peel, where the skin of the breast begins to look like the peels of an orange. So if you see something like what you see here, so know that you really need to run to the doctor. In this case, it might indicate that breast cancer is setting in. So the second sign that should cause concern for you as a young lady is what we call the inverted nipple. Some men and some women have an inverted nipple. Their nipple points inward. Normally, that's how it has always been. But if on a normal, your breast nipple always points outward, and suddenly you notice that your nipples become inverted, they now point inward, and there is an horizontal line, it means that something is wrong and you need to go get it checked. The flaky rash is a type of rash that begins at the areola, where you have that black thing surrounding the nipple. That's where the rash starts, and that rashes begins to spread to other part of the breast. It indicates then redness and heat. Sometimes your breast becomes tender, becomes hot, and even painful. And you have not been experiencing something like that. Your breast is tender, it looks softer, it looks hot than other part of your body. That's it. So nipple discharge is also another sign that women should be wary of, where you are not breastfeeding, you are not pregnant, but fluid is leaking from your breast, from your nipple, either on one side or both sides. It's a sign you should be concerned about. And then we also have what is called the pokering. The pokering is a condition where the breast has a dent, a depression, especially when you carry one hand. When you raise your arm up, you notice that there is a depression, so we call it pokering. It's a sign you should also be concerned about. The changes in size of your breast. These changes in size of your breast can easily be seen on inspection. When you look at your breast, look at the size of your breast. Are my breasts the same size? Do they look heavier than other times? The breast, when you look at it, should just look symmetrical. It should look the same. But in some instances, there are changes in the size and the shape of the breast that should cause for concern for you. And the last one we want to talk about is breast lump. Breast lump is when you feel a lump on your breast, especially when you touch your breast, what we call palpation. You touch your breast, you feel a lump, and when you feel the lump, it moves. It's mobile, it moves, so it should be a cause for concern. All these 8 signs that we have spoken about, that we have talked about, do not necessarily mean that the person has breast cancer, but because they cause changes that you have not been seeing before on your breast, you should go to the hospital and make sure that you clarify your doubts. Take breast self-examination, very important. Always be interested in looking at the size of your breast, because early detection saves life. Next on our episode, we'll talk about breast self-examination. Be sure you stay tuned.